Hello guys, welcome to Ionics Academy. In today's tutorial, I will introduce you to a chemistry software known as Chemdraw, which is used to draw and carry out any structural analysis. Now, the version of Chemdraw I'm making use of is version 18.1. We have other versions, we have version 12, we have version 16, we have version 18.1, and we also have version 19. Now let me open my Chemdraw. My Chemdraw is opening. This is Chemdraw 18.1, which is one of the advanced version of Chemdraw. Now, this is my Chemdraw. This is the interface. Now, if you check, just like other softwares, Chemdraw is majorly used by chemists or any chemistry related discipline. Now, we can do anything with this software. We can carry out analysis, we can draw any structure, we can draw mechanism. Going to our left hand side, we have the tools which we can use to draw any structure. Now, I may not really go into details explaining how the tools function since the video is just an introductory video. Now, but we will touch one or two things for you to know the function of this software. Now we have our laser tool. Our laser tool and our marquee tool is almost the same thing, but they have slight difference. Now we have our structural property perspective. We have our solid bond. Our solid bond is simply to draw bond. If you can see this bond has its own length, but you can still increase the length of the bond when there is need to do that. We have our multiple bond. Our multiple bond, as you can see, we have double bond. Now if we click down, we have triple bond. See, if we click down again, we have other types of bond. Now go down, we have dashboard. If we also go down again, we have hash bond. Here we have hash wedged bond. Here we have boot bond. Let me take benzene as example. We have this benzene ring here. Where do we stop? Stop at wedge bond. Here we have hollow wedge bond. Here we have wavy bond. Here we have table 2. Table 2 just to simply draw the number of tables we want. If we want up to 5 rows, probably 7 columns, just insert it and to give us the number of tables in case if you want to draw a table. Now whatever tool we pick, it's advisable for us to drop the tool, and our marquee is the tool used for dropping any object that we pick. Like now my table or tool that I picked is still following me up and down. See, whatever I do now, I keep on drawing table for me, so I have to drop my tool here. You see, whatever I do now, nothing happens. So let me delete this. Now we'll go to our chain tools. Our chain tools, we want to draw the number of chains we want. Like here I have add a chain of 5, I can create a chain of 10. Click OK. It automatically gives me 10 chains. see that is function of the chain tool, just to draw chain for me, which makes my work very easy. Now I have my cyclopropane tool. Pick my cyclopropane tool. Actually the cyclopropane is not fixing upward, so I can come here, highlight it, right click and rotate to 90°. Here I have my 90°. You can see I have it in this form. So instead of us to be drawing cyclopropane manually, it is being programmed. You can see I can manually draw cyclopropane, but it won't be as smooth as the programmed one. Okay, I've drawn it. Now you wonder how I managed to zoom in and zoom out. Actually, this is an introductory video, but when you have your Chemdraw application installed in your system, then we'll now go through the tools and go through everything in details. Now, but to zoom in, for those people that have this software installed in your system, now we zoom in. I make use of my control key and I scroll in. When I scroll in, it zoom my structure for me to do whatever I want to do, and when I'm done, I scroll out back holding my control key. Now where do we stop? Stop at Cyclopentadie. Here just structure. Here's my Cyclopentadie. Now if we are giving it in this form, we can still rotate it to be in this form. Let me zoom in. I think it's okay like this. So when you bring your cursor to this point, it changes to this bent arrow, so you can rotate with respect to the degree you want. As you can see, I'm rotating at 70°. So let me zoom out. Let me delete this. Now we have chain cyclohexane. So just structure whatever I feel like I want to do with it. Now we have our Cyclopentadie. So I pick the structure, I come here, I draw it. Now I want to make it to stay well. I rotate. As you can see, it's okay now. It's okay. I can do whatever I want to do with it. Now you're wondering how I managed to draw this structure very easily. Now I will explain that to you as we go on. Here we have our fragmentation tools. We have our eraser tool. Our eraser tool, what it does is to erase any bond or probably structure. Like for instance, if I have my benzene here, I can erase one bond using the eraser tool. I erase this bond, one bond from the double bond. Then I'm left with one double bond. So that is the function of the eraser tool. I can still come here, erase it. Now we have our text tool. Our text tool is used to include text. Like for instance, if I have my structure here known as benzene, I can come here and write at the bottom that is benzene. Okay. That is function of the text tool. Okay, we can also make use of text tool. For instance, if you have a bond here, let me put this bond here. If you have a bond here, we want to add the methyl group CH3, which is not possible. So what do? I come to my text tool, click on the H. You can see that the mouse icon change when I get to the H. So I click on it. I can then write CH3. So that is the function of the text tool. Now let's continue. We have our pen tool. We have two types of pen tool here. We have the first one, which is the manual one. We have the programmed one, not really programmed, but I'll show you how you can make use of the two pen tool. Let's start with the first one. Now, if I have a benzene structure or a structure here, and I want to actually, this tool is used for drawing mechanism. So if I'm to make use of it, I can pick, okay, let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, now let me pick this tool. Are you seeing it? Now that is function of the first tool. Now for the second tool here. Let's pick the second tool, which we have done. Now let me undo the first one. Let me use the second tool to do it. I pick a point here. And I pick my third point. Now what am I going to do? Let me zoom in so you'll be able to see clearly. If you look at my mouse, you see that it's having plus sign. For me to work on this, the second one, I have to bring it closer to these three nodes. I have one here, two here, and this is the third one. I have to wait for the plus on my mouse hand to vanish. So if that has been achieved, I can now drag it. As you can see, I have something of this nature. Very smooth compared to the first one. Now, okay, I can give it an arrow. I'll right click. Now, full arrow at start. Here's my start, and here's my end, I can click on full arrow at end. I have my arrow here. I can also move it from that two options and make use of half arrow. Half arrow as start left. Here is my half arrow. Right click, half arrow at start right. And left. Okay. Now that I have this, now that we can do this now, let's move on. The next one is our arrows. If we click in, you see different types of arrows depending on the kind of function I want to use the arrow for. Now this is our reversible arrow. Let's see. Change it to the direction you want. Our other types of arrow. I have this. I equally have this. I equally have this. Now, how to make use of this? Let me print out Cyclopropane. Let me select this arrow. Forget. Something like this. Now I have to come to this node to reduce the angle. For an instance, we have something of this nature. So we have three. So we'll make use of this arrow. We have various types of arrow. We have the full head and we have the half head. We have the one with various degrees or angles. This one is the inverse one. As you can see, I have it like this. I'll come close to the notes. It has notes. So if I drag it up, you can see. So that is function of my arrows. So I would suggest you play around with it. That is the way you will be able to master how to make use of it. Now let's go back. Let's continue. We have our orbitals. We have our orbitals here. Choose any type of orbital you want. Mind you, we can still color any structure we pick. If you want to have color, choose any color if you like want to give it. Choose any color. For instance, if we have our benzene, we can color our benzene. Choose to give it benzene color. Now that is for the orbitals. Here we have our drawing elements. We want to draw a circle. Now if we want to draw any shape, we can make use of our drawing elements. Here we have our brackets. Any type of brackets we want to make use of. Here we have our chemical symbols. Next we have our query tool. Next we have our chromatography tool. Our chromatography tool is just to draw, to enter the number of lane present in the TLC plates. Maybe if we have 2, click OK. Gives us that. If we want to have 6, click on it. Gives us number of lanes. Chromatography. Let me zoom out. Here now we have our templates. Our template here is gonna give us already programmed drawing, like our amino acid. We have them amino acid. Just pick anyone, it automatically draws it. Here's our amino acid. Let's go back to our template. If we want to draw animal, we have our rat here. Let's go back to our templates. Cycloalkanes. We have our DNA templates. We have the cytosine. Let's pick the base of our cytosine. Draw it. Just pick it and drop. Here we have our cyclopropane. Here we have our cyclohexane. Here we have our cyclooctane. Here we have our chain cyclohexane, and here we have our benzene, which I have been drawing. So I have to drop my tools. Now quickly, this software is very interesting to use. We have other softwares such as ChemSketch. In our subsequent video, I'll be teaching you how to make use of ChemSketch. Now, let me quickly chip in something. Probably if you have a structure that you know the name, but you didn't know how to draw it, you can type the name and the software will automatically draw the structure for you. Like we have our glucose. Our glucose, what we do is we highlight it, go to structure, convert name to structure. If you click on it, it automatically gives us the structure of what? Glucose. Now if we have our benzene, we know the structure of benzene. What we need to do, highlight it, go to our structure and convert name to structure. As you can see, it's automatically giving us the structure of what? Benzene. So I would advise you will get this software, and if you have any issue getting the software, you can write to us at ionicsacademy@gmail.com. and you can also get the software from Google. Just go to Google and type Chemdraw version 18.1, download, then you follow the instruction. Here are some of the projects done with Chemdraw 18.1. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that when the next video on Chemdraw will be released, you'll be the first person to get the notification. Thank you.